The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
Before the Iron Curtain fell in Russia, there was an elderly fellow who went clandestinely to a Gemara shir, and he didn't understand a word of the Gemara. And seats were at a premium. People were fighting to get into this Gemara shir, thirsting to hear the Dvar Hashem. And this fellow didn't understand the word. Some of the younger people approached the elderly gentleman and respectfully asked if he wouldn't mind vacating the seat for one of them. They understood the Gemara and he just didn't have any knowledge in Gemara, so they tried asking as respectfully as possible if he could vacate the seat for one of the younger, since seats were at such a premium. He looked at them and said, "Let me show you and tell you why I'm not vacating that seat. I don't understand any of the Gemara, but..." He held up his hands like this, and they saw scars and welts where there used to be gashes from decades ago. And he said to the young fellows, "Let me tell you how I got them. Decades ago in Russia, there was fighting between two factions. I'll call them the red and the white. The elderly man says, decades ago, I was sitting one morning minding my own business in an outdoor cafe. And all of a sudden, the opposition came to the outside part of the cafe. Seeing the others, the ones that opposed them, they took metal and iron clubs and rods and started to pummel people. And they started to pummel me as well. I held up my hands in front of my face and I said, no, I'm just sitting here. But I'm not part of them." He really wasn't part of the opposition. He innocently said, genuinely, "I'm just sitting here, but I'm not part of them." And they looked at me with steel in their eyes and said, "If you sit with them, then you're part of them." And they continued to pummel me, and that's how I have these welts, these scars that were gashes, because they taught me, if you sit with them, then you're part of them. And so decades later, he looked at the young fellows and said, "I don't understand the words of the Gemara, but one thing that taught me, if you sit with them, then you're part of them. And this is who I want to sit with, because I want to be part of them."
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org